Yeah, definitely. Thanks, Eric. So my name is Daniel Huerter. I'm the Chief Operating Officer at Pure Spectrum. Pure Spectrum is a company that focuses on CBD products and providing just wellness to its customers and giving them an alternative to prescription drugs and pharmaceuticals, because a lot of people don't like to use those and try to use those in as limited way as possible. So we like to provide alternatives, and our main goal is just to improve the quality of lives for anyone that chooses to do business with us.
Well, you said CBD oil. Can you explain to us what that is?
Yeah, definitely. So to explain what CBD oil is, I'll have to talk a little bit about the cannabis plant and the hemp plant. And so a cannabis plant is kind of like a finished product with a recipe of all different ingredients in the plant. There's 123 plus of these ingredients. We call these ingredients cannabinoids, and it's just what makes up the cannabis plant. And two of the main ones that we know about and that are often cited in the media are THC, so that's one ingredient, and then CBD. THC is the component in the cannabis plant that is responsible for psychoactive effects, for what people refer to as getting people high. And then CBD is not psychoactive at all. It does not work on the same receptors in your body. And instead, it's just one component that has shown to be very beneficial in many different ailments that people could have. So trying to keep that as high level as possible of an explanation as we get started here on what CBD is it's just one component of the cannabis plant that does not show psychoactive effects and has many healing benefits to it.
Well, that's always confusing for people. They get the two things confused: the THC with the benefits and the things that it does, and the CBD oil. They don't confuse those two things, because they're different. They work on different. You nailed it. Different neuroreceptors. I like that. I like that, because that really does help us to understand the difference between the two. So big question here is, if I take CBD oil, am I going to have a problem with the drug screening test at work?
No, we formulate all of our products to make sure that they don't have any THC in them. Your drug screens at work, or if you are into legal issues, whatever the reason may be, all of those screens are created to test for THC, which is the psychoactive component of the cannabis plant. So with no THC being in our products, you are safe and good to use CBD without any risk of failing a drug screening.
So the drug tests are really designed to find THC. They're not designed to find hemp. That's where
Correct.
People get confused. Is I think sometimes they think it's looking for a particular plant. It's not looking for the plant. It's looking for the ingredient in the plant that would cause a problem. So good.
Yeah, and that actually brings up a great point. You used the word hemp. Hemp is a version of the cannabis plant that is grown to express less than 0.3% THC. So if it has less than that, then it's considered hemp, as opposed to cannabis, and it falls under those hemp laws. That would be the same laws that govern the hemp necklace I wore in 7th grade. So that's part of the legality behind it, and the difference between cannabis and hemp, or marijuana, as some people call it, and hemp, is going to be that lack of THC.
A lot of people are confused about that, because the United States is the largest importer in the world of hemp products. You mentioned the necklace. There are a lot of other things that fall in that category. We're the largest importer of hemp products, but none of those products that are imported have THC in.